November 30th, 1939. The outbreak of the Winter War between the Soviet Union and Finland. The northernmost front line in Karelia. Near the Arctic Circle was in the Petsamo region. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, a Finnish squad was having their meal and chatting leisurely, believing that the Soviets would not launch an attack on Finland from this location. However, at that very moment, the Soviets were crossing the lake on their way towards the Finnish positions. Fortunately, the Finns had dug fortifications and trenches 2 days prior, and they had prepared firearms and ammunition. The sound of wind through the mountain passes could not mask the engine noise of the Soviet T-27 armored car. Upon hearing the engine noise, after a brief hesitation, the Finns moved to take up their respective battle stations. When the Soviets came into view, the squad leader warned everyone to pay attention to the green box ahead. Those are Soviet tanks, and trailing behind them is a squad of 10 soldiers. The trench-digging veteran said that's likely just an infantry fighting vehicle. It's uncertain whether rifle fire can penetrate it. As the Soviets drew nearer, the soldiers waited for orders from their captain, ready to open fire at any moment. At this moment, every person's heart was in their throat. Muscles tensed, fingers curled around their weapons, ready to defend their position at a moment's notice. With the captain's command imminent, battle was set to ignite instantly. Soviet soldiers swiftly reacted, dashing to either side, while those remaining took cover behind the tank and began firing.
На землю!
Бегите, Пetsamo!
Где воды? По нам стреляют!
外面人也就直接被死了。
Не попадаем!
Mikä paikoillanne?
Lippa tyhjenee.
Kenet?
Vihollisia! Ai!
Soviets found no cover. Suffering heavy casualties, the infantry fighting vehicle was preparing to advance and provide suppressive fire. Meanwhile, taking advantage of a tank's turning maneuver and the resulting blind spot, the captain sprinted towards the hillside on the right. The captain intended to wait until the tank approached within about 20 meters before throwing the anti-tank grenades. To get closer, he crawled forward stealthily for a certain distance. The team fired simultaneously to distract the Soviet tank and protect the captain's move against it. With the tank now in close proximity, its visibility improved and Finnish soldiers began falling one after another. Until the captain reached the maximum throwing range, he then hurled the M32 anti-tank grenade at the Soviet tank. Post-tank destruction, Finnish troops cleared the battleground, confirmed all foes eradicated, then retreated back to their stronghold. Thus ended the engagement, with the Finns managing to hold their position but at the cost of losing half their men.